You all for your patience tonight. Good evening and welcome to our call. I'm Marilyn Del Duca, a representative with the Juice Plus Company. Almost every night of the week, all over the globe, our company sponsors public events just like this one as we inspire healthy living around the world and introduce people to our incredible business. As we get started, I'm going to mute everyone to eliminate background noise. Let me take just a minute to explain why I got involved with Juice Plus. I suffered with chronic arthritis pain, so bad I was taking prescription anti-inflammatories every day. I was looking for something natural because I knew about the negative side effects of the prescriptions, but I couldn't find anything that helped. And then I met a friend who suggested that Juice Plus might be the answer. Like everybody wanting instant gratification, when I didn't see results in a month or so, I said, well, I don't know that this is doing any good. But she was smart and she said, well, you didn't get in the shape you're in overnight and you don't get out of it overnight. Give it a little longer. I'm so grateful she said that to me because between 4 and 5 months of taking Juice Plus consistently, my arthritis pain was gone. I found that I had lots more energy and my immune system is so much better. With those results, I wanted to share it with everybody that I knew and cared about. So for me, it's been great for my health, my energy, but also it's been a great way to supplement my retirement income and allow me to live and travel the way that I want to. Tonight, we're going to give you an overview of our products and just a snapshot of what we do as a company and as people with very busy lives. Not everyone on the call tonight is looking for our opportunity, but some of you might know someone who might be looking to do something different or earn more income or possibly help a family member get well. What we share with you tonight will hopefully touch on each of those aspects. We'll start off this evening with Rome Melnikov, our area team leader, who will tell you why she joined our business and what it can offer you.
Well, thank you, Marilyn. That story always almost brings a tear to my eye. Thank you for that introduction. Let me tell you a little about my own story. Has anyone ever had their significant other break up with them? Can you imagine my former husband said to me, "You're too sick for me to be married to you. I want a divorce." I was devastated. It was painful. I didn't know what was worse, me going through my health challenges or the divorce. We divorced in 1989. Let me tell you about myself. I'm formerly an elementary teacher and an adjunct college professor, but today I'm with the incredible Juice Plus Company. I resigned from teaching to join them in their mission to inspire healthy living over 22 years ago. Why, you might say, would I leave my tenure, my pension, and a nice salary behind to join a marketing company when I had no experience in marketing? Well, my story started in a hospital bed. The doctors were trying to figure out how to use gravity to get the water out of my legs without having to lie me down. You see, my kidneys were failing secondary to the systemic lupus that I was diagnosed with when I was 22 in college. I suffered with liver involvement, bowel problems, and I was always tired and lethargic. I took tons of medicines and vitamins to no avail. I changed my diet, but I still had flares. Adding the Juice Plus products made a tremendous difference in my health. It not only lowered the inflammation in my body, but it also contributed to a healthier immune system. It improved my hair, my skin, and energy. And it gave me so many other health benefits. It also acted as a catalyst, encouraging me to make other lifestyle changes. I actually started to crave more fruits and vegetables. Today I can sit before you and God and say I'm symptom-free with energy and vitality for 20 plus years. I also might add, I married my divorce attorney, and we have two healthy young men, Tyler, 23, and Dustin, 18. Imagine that after being told by my medical doctors that I would never even conceive. I, at the age of 37 and then 41, had those babies. Now, I know you're trying to do the numbers. Yes, I'm almost 60 years old. Now, with getting results like that, you can imagine my passion to want to pay it forward. Now, before I tell you about our business, I'd like to call on one of our team members, Marlene, who is a former chemist, to tell us why Juice Plus made sense to her and to briefly tell us about our products. Marlene? Marlena?
Thank you, Ro. Can everybody hear me? Okay, I think I'm unmuted. Hi, I'm Marlena, and I'm just going to give you a little background on myself before I go into the products and how I got started on Juice Plus. I was introduced to Juice Plus when I was in my mid-50s, and I had just had the first of many colonoscopies, and to my surprise, I found out that I had precancerous polyps. So this was really very concerning to me because both my mother and my grandmother had had colon cancer. And I knew that this was not something that I wanted to go through in my own life. So I felt that I had to try and do something. I also knew that I was not eating sufficient amounts of fruits and vegetables at the time. So I was looking for something when Juice Plus found me. You know, they say that people are brought into your life for a reason. I met a woman, as they say, a perfect stranger, and she introduced me to Juice Plus. I listened to a CD that she gave me, and it immediately made sense to me. Now, after I had been taking Juice Plus for a while, I decided to look into the research behind Juice Plus because being a former chemist, I wanted to see what the scientific community had to say about Juice Plus, and that is really what sold it for me. The scientific information was overwhelmingly positive, and I knew not only would I continue taking Juice Plus for the rest of my life, but I also wanted to share it with all the people that I knew and loved. So I've been taking Juice Plus now for over 12 years. I don't have to have colonoscopies quite as frequently as I used to, so that's a good thing. And I attribute that in large part to Juice Plus. But it's really, Juice Plus started me on a health journey, helped me to alter my diet, helped me to really look at my health more critically, take my health in my own hands. And it's really allowing me to live into my 60s and soon to be my 70s with the vitality that I want to live my later years with. And to me, that is really priceless. So let me tell you a little bit about our products. First, we have our fruit powders in a capsule. And I want to turn this bottle around so you can see it more closely. But this is a nutrition label. Everything that we have is whole food based. So this is not a supplement, it's actually food. In our fruit powders, we have things like apples, peaches, cranberries, prunes, something that you might not want to have every day. Then we've got our vegetable powders. We've got broccoli, excuse me, cabbage, also something you might not eat every day, kale, Lots of good things in here. These two products together are the foundation products for Juice Plus. And they come together, so when you purchase the fruit, you get the vegetable as well. Then we added our Vineyard Blend. This has things in it like bilberries, which I don't even know what a bilberry is, pomegranate, Concord grapes. So with these three products, you're getting over 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries, and a few grains. Now those products also come in a delicious chewable form. This was primarily made for children, but I use it myself as my sweet treat. Whenever I get a little hunkering for something sweet, I know I can eat the Juice Plus gummies and I can have something sweet and nutritious at the same time. I mentioned that the chewables were primarily formulated for children, so boy, I've got this tickle in my throat. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Hopefully it goes.
Take your time, it happens.
I'm losing my voice.
It's okay. You do a lot of talking.
Okay. Okay, think I got it that time. So anyhow, the Juice Plus company sponsors children for free. So if you are interested in learning how to get Juice Plus for your kids for free, please contact the person that invited you to this call. It's a tremendous commitment that our company has made to help children get more fruits and vegetables into their diet. So now we have our protein-based products. They're called Juice Plus Complete. These are delicious powders that mix easily with water. They come in Dutch chocolate or French vanilla, and have 13 grams of proteins. That frog is just still in there. This is a great before exercise protein drink, after exercise. You can have it for breakfast, a snack. It's just it's really delicious. I love it. So, and then we also have our protein bars. These come in tart cherry and chocolate with fig. Very delicious. Also great for a snack. I keep these in my purse so that if I'm ever out and don't have a chance to eat, I have something nutritious that I can snack on. And last but not least, after I take one more drink of water, sorry about that, is our tower garden. So this is a picture of my tower garden when I first got it. Everything you need to grow 20 different fruits and vegetables comes in the kit. It's very compact. It's the future of growing vertically with no soil. And this was my tower garden in about 4 weeks. You know, statistics show that children that grow their own produce eat more produce. This is a wonderful way to get your kids involved in having a garden. And if you want to, you can grow produce all year round. You can get the grow lights. This is actually a picture of a tower garden in a friend's basement. So the bottom line is, excuse me, we know what we should be eating, but for some reason we don't, we won't, or we can't. And so for me, Juice Plus fills in the gaps between what I do eat and what I should eat. I know that if I'm taking my Juice Plus, I'm getting 30 to 40 fruits and vegetables every single day. And I'm doing that for less than the price of a cup of Starbucks. So I think that's a real good bargain. All right. I'm sorry I had such a frog in my voice. I don't know why that happened, but anyhow, I'm going to hand it back to Ro.
No problem, sweetheart. That happens. You know, water goes down the wrong way. You know, millions of people are receiving health benefits from our nourishing products. I have touched many lives across the United States. People with cancer, lupus, low energy people, people that wanted to stay on the side of prevention, seniors, expecting mothers. There's really no one that cannot benefit from Juice Plus. I realized to reach more people that I'd have to build a team to reach people that I didn't know. And so I asked my friends and my customers, people from church and neighbors, and even family to join me. Now at this time, I'm going to turn it back over to Marilyn to introduce our featured speaker. Marilyn?
Thanks, Ro. It's my pleasure tonight to introduce to you Talia Wali. She is a certified family lean coach with the Dr. Sears Wellness Institute. She's been studying health and wellness for the past 14 years. The more she became involved in the prevention and wellness field, the stronger became her desire to further her education and her skills. Then life threw a major hurdle in her way. Her daughter Bella was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes just after her 6th birthday. The quest for more knowledge became a drive. After Bella came out of a 12-hour coma, Talia knew she must dive in and learn all she could to help her child lead the healthiest life she could. 7 years later, Talia continues to educate on the role of nutrition and the importance of fruits and vegetables in everyone's diet. She encourages and assists families coping with type 1 diabetes to make better decisions when it comes to proper nutrition, especially when fighting a tough autoimmune disease every day. She empowers people with the knowledge of the healthier alternatives for sugar substitutes and other compounds when dealing with diabetics and a sugar-free diet. Education is key, and when people are open and willing, we can make a real difference, says Talia. She holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in Broadcast Communications with a specialty in radio and television. She is seeking a way to help people create healthier lives through nutrition and incorporating lifestyle changes. She's completely devoted to the cause of improving the lives of those living with diabetes, and through this, she makes her voice known. Talia also heads 2 diabetic support groups on Facebook and shares knowledge while connecting people. Additionally, she enjoys speaking on health and wellness for schools, employers, and other organizations. Making a difference is important to Talia. And now, Talia, we'd love to hear you.
Well, thank you, Marilyn. Wow, that made me sound so good. Thank you.
Very impressive.
Yeah, it was impressive how you said that. Yes, thank you so much. And thank you, Ro, and to everyone here for having me as a guest speaker. I love empowering people, and I'm happy to be here and honored. So thank you for that. So to expand a little bit on my story, About 14 or so years ago, I had gotten involved with nutrition, kind of accidentally. I'd always ate okay, but I ate the good, I ate the bad, tried to be healthy, was always, quote, healthy. However, I had some things going on. So I was at a networking meeting, actually, in a group that I belonged to, and I heard about Juice Plus, which you guys just heard about. When I heard about that, I was pretty skeptical. And in my mind, I said, well, I'm good. I take a multivitamin, I'm all set. And then I said, well, someone's also probably trying to sell me something because I did sales for several years, which was not the case at all. And at the time, I had 2 miscarriages. So I started to open my ears, open my eyes, and thank God that I did. Because what I realized was all those research institutions that have done research on the product on Juice Plus know a whole lot more than I do. And lo and behold, I found out that I had something going on in my body that there was research on. So to make it very simple, I have a deficiency where my body can't digest folic acid, B12, and B6. Because of that, I have something going on in my body called oxidative stress, which we all have. And without getting too technical into that, there's just basically you hear about free radicals and damage out there. This is going on inside of our bodies, but my body had a lot of it going on and I didn't know. And we have a gene, actually not a gene, an amino acid in our bodies, male and female. And this amino acid is called homocysteine. And in high levels, it's extremely toxic. And what I learned at the time was it was a very gray area. And the doctor didn't realize that. He challenged me because he said, there's not much information known at this point, and what you find, you're not going to understand. So I said, oh, yes, I am. And I started to do some research. And turns out that homocysteine for the pregnancy. So this is how it works. Basically, your homocysteine level rises, which causes toxins, which causes blood clots, which causes miscarriage. That happened to me 2 times. The solution, phytonutrients. Where do you get those? Fruits, vegetables, and berries. So I said, oh my gosh, I eat them. But I didn't know I had the deficiency. So as much as I was eating them, my body wasn't able to utilize it. So I listened more. Juice Plus had 2 studies at the time done on men in Australia on homocysteine levels, and those homocysteine levels significantly reduced by taking Juice Plus. So I said, what do I have to lose? Went to my GYN, went to the specialist. Sometimes doctors aren't quite open to things, especially if they don't know about it. So my specialist said, yeah, not so sure we should do this. Let's just put you on a folic acid supplement. My GYN, however, said, awesome. She said, I've heard of it. This is great stuff. May or may not help. Can't hurt you. Definitely try it. And P.S., can you get me some? Because I don't eat any veggies. So I just kind of started to learn at that point. And the long and short of it is my level was 17. Now that probably doesn't mean anything to you guys. 17 is very, very high. If you think of your cholesterol as being somewhere in the vicinity of 190 to 200-ish, think of that as being like 300. That's the magnitude of how bad, how high that is. And it's dangerous because I learned that if your homocysteine level is too high, no matter who you are, over time, you will die early from something, particularly heart disease, stroke, blood clots, and Alzheimer's. I was about 31 at the time, always been healthy, like I said. So this was all new to me. And after taking Juice Plus for just a short period of time, we checked my homocysteine all the time. It went down from 17 to 7.4, which was fantastic. The lower, the better. And when I double up on Juice Plus, which I do today, it's about 5.4. And again, the lower, the better. And what the doctors that we're associated with, the medical professionals through this business, have been so helpful to me. I'm so blessed. And Dr. Du Bois is one of them in particular. And he said, Talia, congratulations, because you just lowered your risk of disease and dying early of anything just by doing that. That is huge. It's the biggest biomarker. Cholesterol is important. Blood pressure is important. But this marker is so right in line with those, and if not even a little bit more important. So the number should be 10 or below. It's just a simple blood test. Some doctors know about it, some doctors don't, but I encourage everybody at your next visit just to find out where your level is and then work with it from there. Do you want me to continue into the diabetic aspect of it, or?
That would be great.
I don't know how much time you have. Okay. So basically, I had gotten pregnant, took Juice Plus throughout, and I have a healthy 13-year-old daughter today.
So I was able to carry her. It was kind of pins and needles, but it was a good pregnancy. And as you heard, at 6 years old, she was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, which means she's insulin dependent for life unless they come up with a cure, which we pray for every day. She can't live without insulin. However, the biggest testimonial that I can give to my education, becoming who I am, my quest for knowledge, and for this, I call it Juice Plus is my nutritional foundation. And we do take a vitamin D on top of that because most diabetics, including most of us, are deficient in that. I'm not a big supplement person, but there are just a time and place for things. And so back to the biggest testimonial, 13 years old with an autoimmune disease. And I'm so proud to say she's never had anything other than a common cold, ever. No flu, no nothing. That's huge. So something's going right, thank God. But it's a battle every single day. I told Ro I'm going to try to help you guys out if there's any questions after, because right now Bella's in the shower. We just got home from dance, and I know that her numbers might plop.
Talia, what we can do is we could take questions now, and then we could finish out, since you need to go.
Come back.
Does anyone, if we could unmute Marilyn, does anyone have any questions for Talia?
With Daniel since about 2000. I've done it every year.
Is everyone unmuted?
Clarifying exercise. And basically what we advocate.
Talia, what kind of diet restrictions does your daughter have?
Okay, that's a good question. Just being a health coach, you heard me say that I'm a certified health coach with Dr. Bill Sears, which probably many of you know as well. I graduated from the wellness institution he has. We're just really, really, honestly, we just eat really well. We've got a great lifestyle. Juice Plus is a nutritional foundation. I do take an additional probiotic and D3, like I told you. Eating wise, plants as much as possible. I don't eat a lot of red meat at all. We don't eat a lot of meat in general. I would say that my typical day, as well as Bella's, will sometimes be a smoothie for breakfast. And then we fill in with healthy snacks in between. Her go-to for something that, a good snack that's not high in carbohydrates, because we count carbohydrates, would be something like celery with a natural peanut butter, cucumbers, those kinds of things. They're more like free in carbohydrates. Diet-wise, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, healthy. I try to get a good salad with mixed dark greens in every single day for both of us. And she actually asks for those things, which is really nice. She does, her favorites actually is chicken Caesar salad. So Caesar part's not the best, but it's okay. Moderation a little bit. But we do no artificial colors, nothing artificial, no artificial sweeteners. And the biggest thing in the diabetic world is when you're diagnosed, especially as a young parent or with a young child, the first thing they say to you is you've got to eat a sugar-free diet. And bing, bing, bing. To me, I'm like, are you kidding me? So they're talking about Splenda, aspartame, and all those kinds of artificial things that cause a myriad of diseases. There's no way I will put that in my kid's mouth. So I remember being in the hospital, and they said, well, what's your daughter want to have for lunch? And they were suggesting sugar-free Jell-O and iced tea with Splenda or something. And I said, well, she'll have the brewed iced tea with no sugar. And what else do you have besides the Jell-O? And I don't know, I picked something healthy. And, but they kept saying to me, iced tea, well, what's she going to drink in it? Not understanding that she's just going to drink the brewed iced tea because that's how she was raised. She's not going to put anything in it. And that's when my awareness started to become, oh my gosh, we need to do something about this. So again, our typical day is just eating as healthy as possible. I try to get that mixed green salad in. Tonight I did splurge. I had a gluten-free pizza that we made with a side of green beans. But we've always got those vegetables in there. And I would say our plate would be mostly vegetables, tiny bit of protein. And I'm trying to go more vegetarian than I am with anything else. I don't know if that helps you, but
First session.
Yeah, that's good.
Could I ask, since everybody's unmuted, if you have a TV or radio or something going in the background, please turn that off or mute yourself, because we're getting background noise and we want to be able to hear what Talia's saying.
Well, there's some limiting belief that holds us back.
Thank you so much. Any other questions for Talia?
I think Ro wanted me to touch briefly on the exercise part of it too. Do you want me to?
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Okay. So Dr. Sears' thought is, my thinking is, his program's called LEAN. It's lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition. It's not just one aspect of it, but a balance of all of those. So I started working out in college, and some of you may have seen my lovely picture that Ro posted of my before and after. But my diet's completely changed, and everything else goes along with it. Today, Bella goes to dance class once a week. She typically does something like cheerleading. She just did her first year of volleyball. I think it's really important for her to be involved in some type of exercise. I got into with a bad back. I've got 2 herniated discs and sciatica, and it was challenging for me for a while. But I started doing something called Fly Gym, which is like an aerial yoga. And what it's done for me over the past 2 years is strengthen my back and my core, which I've never been able to do before. And I have upper body strength I've never had before. So I do that, and that's why I look like this. I just came back from there. But I do that usually 3 times a week. And then I've now got back into Zumba. Same thing for the past, I don't know, maybe 1 to 2 years at this point too, which I had to take a 5-year break of, and I hated it because I feel good when I do it. It burns calories, but for me, I love dancing. So I typically do fly 3 times a week, and I do Zumba 3 times a week. Bella does hip hop every week, and then she'll fill in seasonally with school with something like volleyball. And I do feel that that's where the nutrition comes into play too, because the more exercise that we do, the more of those free radicals that we're burning are creating in our body that we have to offset. So it's a good thing as long as we're nutritionally set. So I say you can't be either nutritionally fit or physically fit. You got to be both. They really go hand in hand together. So my thought is, when I coach people, just find the exercise, whatever it may be. If it's walking, it's walking. Do something that you enjoy and that you're going to do, or you're just not going to do it.
Anyone else? Okay, Talia, we'd like to thank you. We know you have to go and put Bella to bed, and we're just so honored that
Thank you, Ro.
Tonight. God bless you for joining us.
Happy to. Thank you so much.
We appreciate it, Talia.
Bye now.
You're welcome.
Okay, we are the most researched nutraceutical in the world, meaning product specific research. We're the most consumed, and what that tells me is that there's a great need in our country and in the world for a product like we have. 1 out of 2 people, want to make lifestyle changes. They want to lose weight. They want to look better. And it's not getting done. And we really feel like we have a solution. If you remember, I said that I started to crave more fruits and vegetables. I started to make other lifestyle changes. And we see this all the time with people. But unfortunately, most people in the world have not even heard of Juice Plus. We really want to change that statistic. I was attracted to the business because of the simplicity and flexibility of the business. I was able to go on all my children's class trips. I was able to attend all their athletic events. So, it doesn't matter, what you're doing. You could be a businessman, a businesswoman. You could be a stay-at-home mom, someone that has much success, and someone that really doesn't have much at all, and be a part of our business, whether that be because you want to contribute to a charity, you want to make some extra money and contribute to your family, or whatever your reasons are, there's a place for you here. We have a lot of fun. We're a community of people that really wants to inspire healthy living and to help and lift people up. So what I'd like to do at this time is to invite you to think about joining us. And I think the best way, you heard about, the stories to me touched my heart. But I would like to try to inspire you to take a look at our marketing plan and how well we're paid. So I'm going to take a minute here, and I'm going to show you. Hopefully everyone can see this. Okay. Now, Marlena talked about many products. Let's see if I can get this right. There we go. Yep. Okay. And she talked about our fruits, our vegetables, and our berries. Okay. And I'm going to show you how we make money with those products. It's a flagship product. And since it's the most consumed nutraceutical in the world, I think that we should give it the respect it deserves, and we'll use that as our example. Now, to join our business, it's very small, and that's because it's a small amount, $50 to join our business. We all start at the same level. We all start as a dealer, and the profit on that trio, from now on I'll call it the trio, is $39. So as a dealer, we get a retail profit when we sell the trio for $39. Now, when we get 2 more customers, and I say 2 even though it says 3 here, because you're not going to be able to share this with anyone unless you're on it. So the majority of the people that I know, and even in our company, the representatives are on the trio, and so they only have to go out and get 2 more customers. Now, if you're already a customer and you're on it, then you would have to go out and get 3 new customers. But if you're brand new and you're not on it, guess what? You get to be your own customer. When that happens, the company will jump you to our next level, which is direct distributor. You'll still make the $39, but they'll give you an additional 6%. So now you'll make $49 a box. And they're going to give you $100 just for doing your job. Okay? And they give you 30 days to do it. Most people do it in a few days, less than a week, but they give you 30 days. And then to go to our next level, okay, and if you invited anyone into our business, their orders would count for you too. But if you acquire 12 orders, and actually it's a little less because the 3 orders that you have here will also count for those 12. They'll take you and they'll jump you to our virtual franchise level. They'll give you the $39 retail profit. They'll give you 14% on top of it, and you'll now make $63, okay, on top of it. You see that 5% under it? Well, we're also paid on volume, and I'm not going to go over that right now, but they also start to kick in an additional 5% volume, 5% if you reach a volume requirement, which is very achievable when you get to this level here. Now, the next level that we have here is SC, or our sales coordinator level. That's our highest paying commission level. And if you and your team, by then you would have a few friends, family, neighbors, people from church that have joined you to Inspire Healthy Living. And if they joined you, their orders would count for you. And you and your team, when you get 48 orders, the company will come back and they will give you 22% on top of your 39. And now you'll make $76 on all future orders when you sell your trio. And of course, that 5% also applies here. Now, if we follow the line here, okay, I forgot to tell you, okay, the company is going to give you $500 if you do it in 6 months. A lot of people do it in 3 to 4 months, but you have an entire 6 months to get there, and they're also going to give you a $500 bonus check. So they like putting money in your pocket. Now, I got excited, and I said, when you go to this leadership position, because this is the first leadership position, senior sales coordinator, if you do it in their time frame, which you don't have to, but if you decide to do their fast track program, they're going to give you a $1,000 check when you get there. And they're also going to give you $500, up to $500 to support your business. It's called business incentive money. And they feel as if you went to the trouble to create a business of that caliber, they're going to give you money to support your business. Love that, okay? The next level is qualified national marketing director. And if you decide to do their fast track program to go to qualified national marketing director, you can pick up a $2,000 bonus check. And they're also going to give you up to $1,000 to help support that business incentive money to support it. And you see the word benefits under it. That's where benefits start to kick in. And what I mean by that is the qualified national marketing directors are now getting insurance, dental, vision, life, health, long-term disability, long-term care. They even have telemedicine, which is kind of like doing a Zoom call with your doctor. And they have tuition assistance. Now over here, you can see, okay, we have National Marketing Director. And if you do their fast track program, they're going to give you $3,000 on top of you making your retail profit and your 22%. So you're still making $76. I want to remind you, on your trio, they're going to give you up to $3,000 to support a business of that caliber. And they're going to give you additional benefits above and beyond what the qualified national marketing director gets. One of the things that I love, this is kind of like, haha. Okay, one of the things that I love is that I get $1,700 per year for each child that goes to college as a national marketing director. And I can tell you, my son is now heading towards, he wants to be a medical doctor, so he's heading towards medical school, and it has come in handy. Let me tell you that later. Now, I want to put this down. I want to show you and summarize how we get paid, because we don't just trade time for dollars. You know, that's not what we do. We get paid in layers. Okay, let me take this here just to remind me. Okay, we get a retail profit, and I showed you that. We get a commission. We get a performance bonus, that 5% on the volume. We get team building bonuses as we're building our teams, when you saw me with the arrows there. And we get benefits, okay? Now, a lot of people will think, oh, in order for me to get to the top position, you know, I'm going to have to, you know, go out and recruit everybody and their brother. And that's not necessarily so. I want to show you how people that need thousands of dollars in this business do it. Say you bring in 3 people, and then you teach those 3 to bring in another 3. Then you would have 9 people in your business. You see that? All right. I think you should mute the lines, Marilyn. I think that's what's happening there. And if those 9 teach 3 people, okay.
Hold on just a second, Ro.
What did you say? People in your business. And if each of those 27 people teach 3 people how to do our business, which we get so much support. We get, you know, a state-of-the-art website. We get support in office. We get support out in the field. We work as teams and we support each other. And if those 27 introduce the business to 3 people and they each join, my gosh, you'll have 81 people. And you can see how the matrix can grow. You know, we stand for things that really matter. Sustainability is very important to us. We offer people a real alternative as far as, you know, a solution for their health and a solution for their economic situation. Our mission is a global one. We want to inspire people for a healthy way of life, and not just physically, but also financially. Every day, a little more. And so working in this community has been a blessing to me and a blessing to so many other people that really want to be able to work their business around their family and those that they love. You know, the greatest freedom in the world is being able to do a business around your family and be able to do the things you want to do with those that you love. And that's what the Juice Plus business can offer you. And at this time, I'd be more than happy to take any questions if anyone has any questions.
Available at your CVS pharmacy and select Walgreens.
Does anyone have any questions? You want to unmute it?
I have.
Do you have any questions, sir? Okay. Okay, so at this time, I'm going to encourage you to go back to the person that invited you to this call and let them know that you don't want to see 2 to 4 years past without making plans, to improve your overall health and your overall life. So we invite you to consider joining us and tell them that you want to live life to the plus. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Bye, Jen.